ABC 7 business commentator Richard Stern joined us now with news of a very strong start of a new week on Wall Street. Richard?
Scott, you're exactly right. When I was here at noon, the Dow was up by 110 points. We finished with a gain of 108 points, so not a bad afternoon, not a bad day to start the week. And of course, a lot of it has to do with the reaction to the announcement on Friday by Fed Chair Janet Yellen that perhaps a rate increase is in our future, but not in our immediate future. Surprisingly, financial stocks and insurance stocks were very strong today. Believe it or not, they can actually be beneficiaries of higher interest rates. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, all three indexes were in plus territory all day long. Advances were ahead of declines by 3-1 and just a plain old strong Monday. So let's take a look at the figures, and indeed attractive they are. There you see we're above 18,500. The Dow gained 107.59 points, almost 0.6%, closing at 18,502.99 on volume of 718 million shares. The NASDAQ was the weakest link of the day, and it was up by 0.25%, up just over 13 points, closing at 5,232.33. That on volume of 1,809 million shares. And the S&P had a nice day, up just over 0.5%, more than 11 points, closing at 2,180.38. Okay, the big day is coming. Save the date. The date is Wednesday, September the 7th. That's next Wednesday. And what's the big date about? Well, Apple is finally going to be having a, quote, event. That's their word for it. Most people expect they are going to be releasing information on the, yes, iPhone 7. It is expected to have a dual lens camera, what they're calling professional class waterproofing. It will be thinner than the 6. It will have stereo sound, and the new version is expected to be pretty much a hot seller. One thing that they're also going to be talking about is the iWatch, which was released 15 months ago, and most people think has not been terribly successful. So probably you're going to see some changes to the iWatch as well. But a week from Wednesday, 1 o'clock local time, you're going to hear all about it, the big event.
Something we always look forward to see what they've come up with next. And Richard, late news on Hershey.
Yeah, not very sweet news, unfortunately. Shares of Hershey down 11% after their perhaps merger with Mondelez is no longer perhaps, it is no longer. And the stock fell very sharply on that announcement.
All right. Thank you, Richard.
You're welcome.